In the 1600s, the King of Sweden hired a historian. His job was simple: document the country's past. Instead, he spent his life trying to decode what he believed was God's secret language, hidden in ancient stones. This is the story of Johannes Buras, the government official who tried to unlock the universe. Sweden, 1568. Johannes Buras is born into a country obsessed with proving it's special. And Buras? He's brilliant. He basically invents Swedish grammar. He becomes the personal teacher of the future king, Gustavus Adolphus, one of the most powerful rulers in Europe. And in 1630, he's given a brand new title, the first of its kind in the world, Riksantikvarie, the national antiquarian, the official guardian of Sweden's history. But here's where it gets strange. While traveling the countryside documenting ancient runestones, those mysterious carved rocks left by the Vikings, Buras becomes convinced of something. These aren't just old letters, they're a code. He believed the runes were fragments of a divine alphabet, a language older than Latin, older than Greek, maybe older than humanity itself. And if you could crack it, you could read the mind of God. So he created his own system. He called it the Adelrunar, the Noble Runes. It was a mix of Viking runes, Christian mysticism, and Kabbalah, the ancient Jewish tradition of finding hidden meaning in letters and numbers. Buras believed each rune held 3 layers: a sound, a meaning, and a secret. And he wasn't hiding this. This was the official state historian openly claiming he was decoding divine secrets. And the king? He kept funding him. Why? Because it fit perfectly with what Sweden wanted to believe. At the time, Swedish scholars were pushing an idea called Gothicism, the theory that Sweden wasn't just some cold country in the north, it was the cradle of civilization itself. They connected Sweden to Hyperborea, the mythical paradise from Greek legends said to exist beyond the north wind, a land of eternal light where the gods themselves vacationed. Buras believed the runestones were proof, ancient wisdom, carved in stone sitting in Swedish soil. The oldest knowledge on earth, and it was Swedish. It sounds insane today, but this thinking went all the way to the top. A few decades later, another Swedish scholar, Olof Rudbeck, took it even further. He published a massive work claiming Sweden was literally Atlantis, the lost civilization of Plato. Not a metaphor, literally Atlantis. And Uppsala, his hometown, was its capital. But back to Buras, because his story gets darker. He became obsessed with the apocalypse. Using his rune calculations, he predicted the end of the world. He wrote prophecies. He connected himself to the Rosicrucians, a mysterious secret brotherhood that claimed to possess hidden knowledge that could transform mankind. When their manifestos spread across Europe, Buras publicly responded to them. The state historian of Sweden publicly engaging with a secret society. He spent his final years buried in mystical calculations, convinced he was on the edge of the ultimate discovery. He died in 1652. The universe remained undecoded. So was he crazy? Here's the twist. Strip away the mysticism, and Buras was actually right about one thing. The runestones were worth saving. His obsession made him travel the country documenting hundreds of stones, drawings so detailed that scholars still use them today. Some of those stones have since been destroyed or lost. His records are all that's left. The man searching for God's secret language accidentally became the father of Swedish archaeology. And that's the strange thing about history. Sometimes it takes someone chasing something impossible to preserve something real. The runes never revealed the mind of God. But because one man believed they might, 1,000 years of history survived. If you enjoyed this story, follow for more forgotten history that sounds too strange to be true.